So section 4 in the extended response question requires you to understand the terms of the question, not just the glossary terms, assess, explain, evaluate and so on, but the key content terms of the question. To identify the period, you really need to look carefully at the question. Take time, deconstruct the question, circle the directive terms, underline the content terms. I'm sure you've done lots of that sort of practice in class. Take time to plan your response. You've got 45 minutes. Take 5 minutes to sketch out a plan on your question sheet and make sure that when you start writing that first paragraph, you know what you're going to say throughout the essay. You need to offer an interpretation, offer an argument, think about the sources that are going to support your argument, and provide a detailed, well-developed response, and make sure you're using the specific historical terms and concepts. Don't write in generalities. Now's time to start your preparation. Make sure that you review each topic from the syllabus. Don't just look at the content, look at the learn to and learn about statements and the outcomes, because the examiners can draw on anything that's written on the page in your topic areas. Review the exam specifications and past exam papers that are available on the board's website. This is really important, but remember that multiple choice only came in 2010, so earlier papers won't have those. The other questions will still be relevant. Check the Glossary of Keywords, which is also available on the board's website, so that you know exactly what's expected if the question says to explain or to assess or evaluate. But be aware that questions may use terms other than those in the glossary. There's nothing wrong with a question that asks why, or how, and to what extent. They're good questions to ask in history, so be prepared with the type of response that you use to answer those questions. Know what's required in a quality answer. That's really important. A quality answer answers the question. It addresses the rubric. It uses topic terminology rather than writing in general terms. It integrates relevant sources. It doesn't just name drop. You need to illustrate what you're saying or support your explanation or argument by integrating reference to sources. And a really good piece of advice is to read a range of quality answers, not to learn those answers, but to identify what makes them good answers. Practice writing timed responses. Once again, not to learn them off by heart, but to learn how long your answers are and whether you need to speed up or whether you can afford to take more time for planning. Read the marking guidelines and examiners' comments. These provide valuable feedback each year to help you get the most out of your revision of past papers. The best way to gain high marks is to concentrate on understanding and interpreting the key words used in the question and maintain your focus on them throughout your response. Respond to an actual question rather than producing a prepared response to a previous question. Some really useful resources for you are the HTA Ancient History Study Guide, which has a good chapter on the core topic and several others, including Sparta, and the HSC core questions, which are also useful. They provide you with 3 sets of topic questions for modern and 3 sets for ancient. But the essential references are your syllabus, your past exams, past marking guidelines and notes from the Marking Centre, which are all available on the Board of Studies website. If you organise yourself, get your revision folders together, do an evidence table for your topics, then you will be well and truly prepared to go into this exam with confidence, and I wish you well.